Where's the love? Like, oh my God. Bro, it's like, thing's like 6 a.m. right now, bro. The morning time is really the best time. My favorite time of the day is the span of 3, 4 a.m. to like 8 a.m. That's my favorite time of the day. Quiet, all the bums is asleep, only millionaires is up at this time. Just get the work done in peace, silence, quiet outside. Anyway, what is this video about? This video is the hardest truth for people to accept. And the hardest truth I've noticed for people to accept is regardless of how bad they think their life is, they can still be successful. Regardless of how well you think, oh, I'm going through this. Oh, you don't know what I got going through. You don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know, like, oh, I just lost this person. Oh, bro, all them shit, okay, that's cool. What you're going through might be bad. What you're going through might be unfair. You might feel like life just keeps hitting you with bullshit over and over and over again. But I don't know what you're going through. But I do know this, and I know that there's successful people that went through every bullshit that you could possibly be going through. You're not the only one who lost a parent at a young age. You're not the only one who doesn't have any parents. You're not the only one whose family is extremely poor. You're not the only one who has to deal with whatever you're dealing with. It doesn't matter how bad you think your life is. Somebody has succeeded with worse circumstances than you. So what does that say about you? That says that you're just choosing to be weak. It says that you're choosing to have an excuse because you don't really want to work hard. Name one successful person who didn't have to go through some adversity. Everybody in life has their own adversity that life throws at them. Whether it's you're born poor, you're born orphan, or maybe you're born rich with a very abusive family. Everybody has an adversity. Some people have multiple. So for you to sit there and act like you're the only person who's ever went through something, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Because you know deep down in your heart that you can still succeed. Because I know most people are stupid. But no, you're not that stupid. So you know deep down in your heart that regardless of what you're going through, you can still succeed. But you just don't want to put in the work. You just don't want to put in the work. You'd rather use that, what you're going through, as an excuse to be like, oh well, I lost my family member at a young age and I've been traumatized. You know, that's why I'm broke. 20 years later, that's why you're broke. Bro, I've said this before. The only difference between a successful person, a mentally strong person, and an unsuccessful person, a mentally weak person, is a successful person would use the shit that they went through to build them up. They'll use it as fuel to be successful. Whereas an unsuccessful person would just use that to break them down and use it as an excuse for why their life is bullshit. Bro, you know, I'm actually going to share this so that people don't think that I'm just talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bro, when I was 17, I lost my dad when I was 17. And you know what I did? Actually, you know what I didn't do? Was start blaming anybody, was start complaining, was feel sorry for myself. None of that shit. I didn't do none of that shit because I already knew. Once that happened, I already knew. Now I cannot fail at all. Now it really isn't an option. It already wasn't an option, but now it really isn't an option. To people who lose family members, so you think you lose your family member and then your family member is looking down on you, how are they gonna feel when you become a bum and you using their name as an excuse to become a bum? Oh, I lost my mom, that's why I'm a bum. I lost my mom, that's why I'm broke. Oh, I lost my dad, that's why I wasn't able to ever get back on my shit. Imagine the disappointment that they looking at you with. I could never let that happen because I knew you have other family members that's counting on you. I have other family members that's counting on me to be strong. That's counting on me not to break down. So it was never an option for me. Even if I didn't want this life, it was never an option for me. I have this life and I have to be successful. I'm a winner. Like, bro, that's my mindset. all the shit that I've ever went through in life, it just made me stronger. Every single successful person you see went through bullshit. So what makes you think that because you're going through bullshit, you can't succeed? It's yourself. You don't want to succeed. You never wanted to succeed. Now you just have an excuse. Because somebody who always wants to succeed, when shit like that happens to them, it's just more fuel. Now they have a higher chance of success. Because we're going to use that and make it a strength. But most people want to go get into drugs, alcohol, waste their lives away. What? Because life is hard? Who said life was supposed to be easy? That's what I don't understand. That's why I always say people know that they can still be successful. It's just they grab onto that excuse. So that no matter what, they can always say, oh, well, I lost my home. I was homeless. You're not the only homeless person. There's countless stories of homeless people who became millionaires. Countless stories of kids that grew up with no family, no nothing, that became millionaires. Every adversity that you could think that you possibly have, you're not alone, you're not special. There's people that have succeeded with it. You just don't want to succeed, so stop blaming the world. Stop blaming the shit that happened to you in life. Take accountability. If you don't want to succeed, just say that. Just say, I don't want to succeed. Just say that, and at least, okay, I respect you more for saying that rather than saying I can't succeed because of this. Because the word can't doesn't even exist. To me, it doesn't exist to winners because there's nothing that you cannot do. It's shit that you just don't want to do. It's shit that you just don't want to do. Like, what's the logic in your mind? Oh my God, I lost my parent. So now I'm going to go be a bum so that they can look down and be like, damn, that's a shame. Or it's I lost my parent. You know what? I'm going to do everything I could possibly do to make them proud, to succeed. So at least their death wasn't in vain. At least wherever they are, they could be like, all right, at least I taught him the right things. He became successful without me. Where's the logic at? Where's the logic at? Why you want to be weak like everybody else? Everybody else loves excuses. They love reasons why they can't do shit. They love it. Every time a person loses, you can really tell the mindset of a person as simple as, oh, you lost the game. Man, my team wasn't blocking for me, man. Nah, you lost the game because you weren't good enough. You always have to take accountability for everything that happens in your life. Because the instant you say is because of somebody else, you just take away the power from yourself. You literally just take away the power from yourself. Even if I'm on a sports team and we lose, I'm going to try and think, where could I have done better? What could I have done? Because the greatest, if you put Marshawn Lynch on any high school team, they're not losing, regardless of how ass they are. So if he could do it, why can't you? You put Michael Jordan on any team in the NBA, and he wasn't losing, regardless of how the rest of his team was. So if he could do it, why can't you? If somebody else could succeed with your adversity, why can you not succeed? You don't want to. They wanted to. That's the only difference. Nigga, I want to. People always come to me like, oh, how you doing? Oh, is everything okay? Bitch, fuck all that shit. I was never the type to sit and cry and feel sorry for myself about none of the shit that happened to me. No, bro. That's little boy shit. That's why I'm saying difference between a man and a boy has nothing to do with how old you are. There's niggas that's 30 years old that's still little boys. All these rappers you looking up to, wearing all this bullshit chains and shit, them niggas is little boys. I know 16-year-olds that have better mindsets than 30-year-olds. I know 16-year-olds that's grown men. That age shit doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, if you're a grown man still talking about shit that happened to your childhood, and that's why you're unsuccessful, you a little boy. You're still a little boy, clearly. Because the shit that happened 20 years ago still affected you. I don't understand that shit. People always bring up childhood trauma. Like, bro, what? I don't even remember half the shit that happened to me when I was a kid. But people cling on to this shit that happened when they was 8 years old as an excuse for why they are the way that they are. Blaming other people. Oh, my mom abused me. My mom verbally abused me when I was a kid, and I internalized it, and that's why I'm a bum. Nigga, that's your fault then. That's the one thing I will never have sympathy for, is excuses. People who make excuses. People who blame other people for their own lives. That's some bum shit. Some bum shit. And you already know that. The hardest thing that most people hate to accept is the fact that regardless of their situation, they can still succeed. The hardest thing for most people to accept is that they know they can still succeed, but they don't want to. They don't want to put in the work. They want to feel sorry for themselves for some shit that happened 20 years ago. If you want to succeed, you could do it. But if you don't want to succeed, just say that.